Wealth is not a number, it is a frequency. Welcome back to the extraction. The performance was over, the applause had died down. To stay in the room, I had to do more than look like the elite. I had to understand the gears behind their walls. This is Chapter 6, Virgo, the moment the architect becomes the hermit. I want you to feel the sterile, parched air of a law office at 2 a.m. It smelled of toner dust and the sharp ozone of a laser printer. My eyes felt like they had been rubbed with dry sand. In this silence, I became a ghost. I want you to look at that man at the glass desk. That was me. That is you. In the Leo chapter, we were the king, but here, we are the monk of the matrix. The world thinks wealth is about the loud win, but I'm here to tell you it's about the quiet math. While the lions were asleep in their silk sheets, I was a ghost in the machine. I wasn't just working, I was dissecting. Every annual report was a body on my table. I was looking for the fungus, the hidden decay in the fine print that they tried to mask with expensive cologne and corporate jargon. There is a specific kind of loneliness that comes with the Virgo phase. It's the isolation of being the only one who knows how the gears actually turn. I remember the polite discrimination would fade the moment I opened a folder. Why? Because precision is a power they couldn't ignore. I wasn't just plugging the holes in my mother's roof anymore, I was plugging the holes in my own logic. I learned that if you know the rules better than the people who wrote them, the world stops being a prison and starts being a playground. I became the navigator. I mastered the ink, and when you master the ink, you write your own exit. Being the hermit means choosing a different kind of hunger. While my friends were posting photos of their Friday night drinks at the fort, I was staring at a cell in a spreadsheet until it started to look like a doorway. I wasn't missing out. I was move mapping. I was trading a night of face for a lifetime of freedom. While my colleagues were out in Makati celebrating wins they didn't understand, I stayed behind. I was dissecting annual reports like an anatomist, looking for the gap, the overlooked clause that could save a fortune. The numbers were higher. I didn't just track the thousands, I tracked the centavos. Every single one was a soldier I was sending out to war. When you see the math, you stop seeing expenses and start seeing leakage. I became a plumber of my own life, tightening the valves until the pressure was perfect. The numbers were higher. There is a power in being the one who knows where the bodies are buried in the fine print. In the law office, I was a ghost. I didn't need the spotlight of Leo yet. I needed the leverage of Virgo. I was learning that the person who understands the contract is the one who actually owns the building. The numbers were higher than they had ever been, yet the balance stayed flat. This was the cold, cruel math of my reality. Every extra peso was claimed by a leak, a sibling's tuition, a roof surrendering to the rain, medical bills. I was a king by day and a debt payer by night. I was pouring my life's blood into a bucket with a hole in the bottom. I realized that hard work was a trap. I needed a system. I tracked every centavo with the same desperate precision my mother used when she sliced a single portion of meat to feed 5 people. Numbers don't have polite discrimination. A balance sheet doesn't care about the scuffs on my shoes or the provincial lilt in my voice. It only cares if the logic is sound. I sharpened my mind until it became a blade. By the time the sun hit the Manila skyscrapers, I wasn't just a clerk saving documents from a flood anymore. I was the navigator. The partners began to look at me with a flicker of genuine fear. They realized I saw the fungus they were trying to hide in the fine print. I had mastered the ink, and the ink was the only thing that could finally plug the hole in my bucket. To bridge the gap between survivor and success, you must perform the hermit's audit with surgical intensity. No more dreaming. We are calculating now. 1. Radical competence, from useful to indispensable. The reality. The world is full of useful people. They are the first to be replaced. The task. Identify the most complex gears in your industry. The action. Master the ink and the fine print until you are the only one who can navigate the server room or the boardroom. When you are 10x more prepared than the elite, the polite discrimination stops because they cannot afford to lose you. To the audit of the leak, emotional retail sedation. The reality. Most people shop because they are lonely or unhappy. They buy a dopamine hit in a delivery box to forget they are stuck in the basement. The action: apply the 48-hour isolation rule. If you want it online, leave it in the cart for 2 full days. If the need vanishes, it was an emotional leak, not a necessity. Stop buying a mask to impress people who aren't even looking. 3. The convenience kill, plugging the lazy tax. The reality: you are paying a premium for speed because you are too exhausted to plan. The action: cut the convenience tax. If you didn't walk for it or prep it, you don't need it. Reclaim the delivery fees and the express markups. Every centavo you save is a brick for your throne. 4. The ghost hunt, the silent bleed. The reality: machines are bleeding you while you sleep through subscription ghosts. The action: open your bank app. Find 3 recurring charges for things you don't truly use: apps, streaming, cloud storage, and kill them today. If you can't control $10 leaving your account, you will never control $10 million. 5. The hermit's ritual, the blueprint silence. The reality: the world is too loud for you to hear your own strategy. The action: spend 60 minutes in total silence, no phone, no music, no distractions, just you and a notebook. The affirmation: I see what others miss. My precision is my power, and my discipline is my path to the throne. I see what others miss. My precision is my power. I am the master of my message. I'll see you in chapter 7.